Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Christine and I'm here to help you expand your consciousness, fully realize your true authentic self, and tap into the spiritual guidance that is within and around you. If you're new to the spiritual journey or you're just getting started, remember to click subscribe below and the bell notification button so you don't miss any future videos on spiritual growth and expansion. In today's video, I wanted to share with you how to be happy in a negative environment, because let's be honest, if you want to be happy in a negative environment, then it definitely takes some conscious effort. And a lot of the times we don't even know how these negative energies affect us. So if you're looking to raise your vibration, to be more happy, to live in the moment, and to bring more joy into your life, even though you're not in a very great place right now, then keep on watching and you'll find out just how. I'm going to show you 6 tips to help you live more happily even if you're in a negative environment. The first tip is to be mindful, because you have to realize that you are the captain of your ship and no one is going to direct that ship for you except for you. How you think, act, and feel is going to determine the outcome of your destination, because the way we feel, act, and think is going to direct us on certain paths, right? It's almost like you attract what, it's basically like kind of like the law of attraction. You attract how you feel, act, and think. That's part of being mindful. That's part of being self-aware of everything that you are doing, of your state of being, because you don't want to be attracting the wrong type of energy, the wrong type of opportunities, and the wrong type of people and events into your life. And the more negative you are, the more you're going to add into that environment that you're in. Instead, start emitting energy of love, peace, and forgiveness, and that energy will start emitting from your personal space out into the space around you. You know, it's not going to change the way that people view you, like if you're in a negative workplace or if you're in a negative home, but it's going to start attracting new people into your life that values you, that has the same energy as you. The second tip is to find alone time for just you and peace and quiet, not being with anybody else, especially when other people are negative and the environment itself has negative energy. You don't want to be in that negative environment with those negative people all the time, right? So if your negative environment right now is in a household where you have negative family members who live with you, and there's like 7-8 people who live in the same house, that is going to be difficult to find the time to have alone time, right? So you have to find a time when they're not home or when they're still sleeping. So for me, I noticed that negative energy starts coming out at nighttime, because that's when everybody's home, that's when arguments happen, that's when, you know, like I feel negative about the whole situation, that's when arguments break out, yelling and all that crazy stuff, and I don't want to be a part of that. And even if I was to be a part of that and defending and doing all that crazy stuff, that is the time that I know is not the perfect time. It's not the right time to be alone, because there's crazy stuff happening, there's screaming, there's noises, there's anger happening, there's negative energy being thrown around. And so for me, the peace time that I love is during the morning, waking up early, anytime from 5 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. Anytime from 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. is the time that I like to invest in myself and my energy and raising my vibration and whatever I am about to show you within the coming tips as well. But being able to be by yourself is a time of reflection, it's a time of discovery, it's a time of inspiration and new ideas and new solutions to whatever problems that you are having. And I find that when we're always with other people, or consume ourselves in things that don't bring us good energy, we don't have time to even discover what we really want and to discover what truly makes us happy, because our space is completely filled with other type of things, with other type of energies that new energy cannot come in. And so when you find alone time, that is the time for you to create the energy within yourself. And during this alone time, what I like to do is I like to practice my psychic development. I like to journal. I like to just sit in quiet meditation, just focusing on my breath, walk my dogs or run outside with my dogs as well. So anything that really makes me feel good, focusing on my goals and my dreams, it makes me feel good in the morning, because even though I'm in a household that doesn't have the perfect energy, I still have that time that I create for myself in the morning that feels like the perfect environment, because that's the time in the present moment that I get to create for myself. The third tip is to do everything that you can with passion, because that is about living in the present moment. If you notice that when you brush your teeth, it just feels like a mundane thing, it's annoying and you don't want to, then you just turn on your favorite music and you jam out to your favorite music. When you're taking a shower and you really hate taking a shower, just turn on good music. When you're driving to work and there's traffic, we'll find a different way to get to your workplace without going through all of those traffic if necessary. There's always little tiny shortcuts. There's always little things that you can do to enhance the situation that you are experiencing at that moment. If you're walking your dogs and you really don't want to walk your dogs because you have so much things to do, pay attention to the little details. Learn how to make each moment count, because that's when you start raising your vibration. When you start raising your vibration, you start feeling more happy. You start living in the moment. You start being more present. And again, that also relates to the first point that I made, which is you are the captain of your ship. So the way that you act, think, and feel is going to determine your destination, right? You want the outcome of your destination to be at a good place. And so everything that you do counts in the way that it's going to create the path for you to get to that destination. The fourth tip is to have goals and dreams that inspire you and uplift you. So an example that I've seen is that there's someone who's living in a house. So this wife was living in her husband's house with his family members and his mother and his siblings, and they were negative towards her and they didn't believe in her and they kept bashing at her. They put their negative energy onto her, but she had a dream that she wanted a house of her own, a beautiful house that didn't have to be super big, but one that is very fitting for her. And she just kept working on those goals. She imagined it in her head, she saw it, she felt it, and what it would feel to be in that house. Even in the negative situation that she was in, even though other people didn't support her and bashed at her dreams all the time in her household, she still had dreams and goals, and eventually she was able to move out and got a dream of her home. That just proves that if you put your mind to it, if you feel it, if you become happy and live in the present moment, you can achieve anything. Because even though she was dreaming of a new house while she was living in her husband's house, she was living in the present moment by working and doing whatever that she can in that present moment to allow her to shift into that new reality, which is of having her own house. So yes, have goals, have dreams, and don't worry too much about not having it. What you need to worry on is about the present moment, about how to get it. What can you do now in order to shift into that new reality? But the whole thing is to have dreams and goals, because if you don't have those, you kind of lose direction. You don't know where to go. It's almost like having a GPS of like, I want to go to my final destination of being happy, and the GPS is like taking you a whole bunch of different paths that completely makes no sense. And understand that throughout this path there's going to be ups and downs and rights, left turns, and all of like those things, rockiness, and it's not going to be completely smooth, but that's completely fine. That's part of the journey, right, to becoming happy, to achieving your goals and your dreams. The whole point though is to have goals and dreams in order to know where you want to go. And even though your situation may not feel like there's hope, your dreams and your goals brings you hope. And that's why it's important. Hope and faith is going to help you move forward when you feel like there's no purpose, when you feel like there's too much negative energy that you can't overcome it. The fifth tip to becoming more happy in a negative environment is to find a form of release. And a great physical way to express and release those negative energies is to take it out on the gym. Because when you start working out, your brain is producing endorphins, the good feeling hormones. So you're working out, you're feeling good, at the same time it's releasing stress and tension. And at the same time you get to take out those negative energies. So let's say you're really angry and you want to punch something, you can punch a punching bag. Just go boxing and punch those punching bags. When you feel bad or you don't feel good because of the negative environment that you're in, go for a run in the park, or at the park, or in nature or something. Go somewhere where you feel light. And when you're going through this whole process of releasing your negative energy and negative emotions, set the intention that whatever you're doing is going to help you release any negative emotions that you may have. The sixth tip to become more happy in a negative environment is to just stop caring what people think. And that reminds me of the example that I just gave about that lady that was living in a negative environment with everyone bashing her at her goals, who didn't believe in her, who didn't even think she was worth something. And like she didn't let those people's opinions of her impact her and her dreams and her goals. She still went after them, even though she struggled because of what they said. And don't invest your time in being around those type of people or that type of negative environment. And just understand this, if you care about what people think, they're gonna be the captain of your own ship. They're gonna be the one directing your life on their terms, and it's not gonna be on your terms because you're allowing their opinions and their views to impact you. And just remember, we all have a short period in this lifetime to live the life that we want. And if we're too busy caring what other people think, then that's not us living our life. That's us giving our power away to other people. And you are powerful. You are phenomenal. So embrace that. Embody that type of energy because that's who you truly are. And you know that it makes you feel good when you know that you're great, when you know that you're phenomenal. So embrace that energy. Embrace the energy of happiness and start doing things that will make you more happy by living in the present moment, by focusing on what you can control, by eliminating people that is negative around you. And if you can't completely get rid of them, just stop conversing yourself so much with them and investing your time and energy into whatever it is that they're doing. Even though you can't see it now, doesn't mean you won't be able to see it. A lot of the times we are going through a dark tunnels and we don't see the light until the very end. So keep your head up because amazing things are going to be coming for you, and you just have to have faith and belief. So there you go, guys. Those are the 6 tips to help you become more happy in a negative environment. A lot of the times it is about mindset, the way that you think, also the way that we feel and the way that we act, because those all contribute to this reality that we're living in. So if we can shift those, we can shift our reality. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you do, remember to like and comment below what you do to keep yourself positive when things go wrong or when you're in a negative environment or surrounded by negative people. And you can also learn more about spirituality by visiting my website at spirittarotguide.com. And I'm also a tarot reader, so you can book an appointment on there with me as well. And thanks so much, guys. I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.